Thanks for getting here so quick. We got a flight to catch. We've been on the road for like a week, and we really want to get home. And you guys got a beautiful part of the country, but you know, we love Tucson and we love warm weather. So we're ready to get back to shorts and t-shirts. But a great effort by our guys. We needed that. Our guys have been getting better. Ever since the Bahamas, it's been just kind of figuring it out, for me as a coach, helping them figure it out, and, me obviously figuring out what we can do better, and then these guys kind of take it upon themselves to, be accountable for doing it on the court. These two guys today, they played amazing. I thought we were rock solid. I thought we controlled the game for, almost from start to finish, and that was what I was really hoping we could put together, kind of more of a 40-minute performance. Our last couple games, we've got, I think, a 13-point lead, a 14-point lead, a 19-point lead, and every one of them has come back close. And so we really challenged our guys to kind of keep the gap today. I think number 10 hit those 2 transition threes. And, obviously he's not a great shooter overall, but, he hit 2 last game. He has 2 this game. They cut it, and then, the crowd gets going crazy, and our guys kind of from there were really steady and just and had a great approach and taking it possession by possession. So give the team a lot of credit. Really proud of them and can't wait to get home.
Coach, you guys seemingly got a ton of paint points, cut them up inside pretty good. Anything in particular you did or just work the offense correctly? Well,
I think, probably the last thing, work the offense correctly. And, we're we make no bones about it. We're a team that doesn't mind scoring in the paint. We're not trying to shoot 53s. We're a little bit old school. But we moved better this game. These guys, Darren's doing such a good job. Guys, he's done an amazing job in his first year, and I know they've had some crazy injuries, and he's dealt with it. And to be honest with you, their start's been pretty magical. You win some of these close games. You beat an Arizona, you beat a Gonzaga. Who else on that list they beat? Kansas. Are you kidding me? If I was that guy's agent, I'd have 2 more years in that contract right now. So they've got off to an amazing start, and we knew we had to come out and be steady today because we knew they were playing with a lot of confidence. And we had a little more time to prepare this time. Last time we played them was the, 3rd day of 3 games for both teams. And they found a way to come out on top. So we'll feel good about that.
Coach, what did you say in the huddle after those 2 threes that cut it to 5 there?
Breathe, relax. We're up 6, and it's the old adage. If you told me with however much time left to go in the game, we're up 6. And the ball and a timeout, I'd probably feel pretty good. So let's not get emotional. Let's get tactical and figure out what we got to do. And so the guys did a great job of that. And these guys, they really managed it on their own for the most part. I didn't give them, a ton of crazy structure down the stretch. And, JB was kind of calling the plays. KJ ended up being the point guard a few possessions. And these guys, they made great decisions.
For both players, and KJ, you can start with this. Revenge a factor? Did it enter your mind at any point?
Definitely we had that chip on our shoulder. We knew coming in from, the past game that we played them in the Bahamas, we knew how gritty they were and how tough of a team they were, but we knew we were a different team. Credit to the coaching staff. They prepared us all week, and we're just a different team. We understand a little bit now about more spacing, and, we're connecting a little bit more. So I think it's just a stepping stone into, our full potential.
And you, for revenge at all?
West Virginia, we knew they were, like he said, gritty team, and, they got some great players. They rebound well, they can shoot it. And so we just knew we had to play different from the Bahamas. We know that wasn't working, that wasn't a formula. So I feel like we're starting to, find the pieces and connect.
For you two guys, was there anything else from that game in the Bahamas you drew off of, the threes they hit or anything like that where you said you needed to do it differently tonight?
I think we didn't play with a gritty mindset. Down the stretch in the Bahamas, they got some key rebounds, and that was the emphasis going into this game, making sure we boxed out and got big-time rebounds when it mattered, and, controlled the pace and, controlled the paint ultimately.
The best thing we did scouting is the guy that made 8 threes and got fouled on 1 didn't play. Like let's be honest. He's a heck of a player, so he didn't play, and he's a great player, and he hit some threes that game, and I was just like, we made a lot of mistakes. We did. We made a lot of mistakes, and but you know what? You can make mistakes, and if you still make a 30-footer, that's a hell of a play, and he did. So I tip my hat to them, and I know that's a tough loss. I don't know what his injury status is, but I mean, obviously they're a more dangerous team with him in the lineup.
Tommy, though, you feel like in general the three-point defense has been a little better for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall our defense it's there. It's right there. With TCU, we didn't have a great stretch. I mean, we're finding when we take care of the ball and we don't give runouts, our defense is pretty good in the half court, and then obviously rebound. I mean, we're no different than any other team. And the threes come. I mean, these teams have good shooters, and I'm sure we'll go back and watch. I mean, number 10 hits 2 threes. We're probably living with that. 13 hasn't made a three in a minute. He shot it great in the Bahamas. He makes 2 threes. I mean, I don't know. We're living. 11 only makes 1 3. We didn't want him to make threes. And Small made, was he 3 of 9? And he made a couple. I mean, I think I would look at some of our coverage, and they could have been a little bit better on him. But he's a heck of a player. I mean, those are great shots.
What do Tucson people do when you're snowbound?
That waterfront Marriott Hotel is really nice. We didn't leave the hotel. We actually had a great couple of days here, and it was really good for us. Just kind of bonding. Hey, I mean, for the most part, everybody on our team is small town people, and we're small town and probably closer to Hicks than anything else. So we felt fine here. The snow doesn't bother me. I mean, I have 22 years at Gonzaga and Spokane. I tell people the old joke is, and it's a lot of truth to it. I mean, I got tired watching my wife Chanel shovel snow all the time. But so it didn't bother me. We had a great time hanging out in the hotel, bonding, and had some real fun conversational deals, and just hanging out. And these guys played a bunch of Uno, but we can't wait to get on that bus and get up to Pittsburgh, because I guess we got to go to Pittsburgh tonight to get home.
You guys, sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You guys have been ranked for what feels like longer than I've been alive. But do you guys feel like that kind of fueled you more? That you guys are now not in the ranking, trying to fight your way back in?
Well, I mean, listen, we're at where we're at, and Bruce behind you, he follows us really close, and he'll tell you, I don't even look at the rankings when we're ranked. And I told these guys, I barely look at the stats. I'm going off feel and where we're at. And obviously, I'm checking things here and there. But the rankings, I don't make too much of them. But, it is different, not being in the top 25. We feel like we're a top 10 program. But you know what? Here's the deal. You got to earn it. There's nothing given in this deal. We lost some close games, and so we got to play better. And so, challenge accepted.
2 more questions. For all you guys, really seems like these past couple games, maybe a few now, where wherever Caleb is, you're still able to get it done. And maybe earlier in the season, a little more reliant on his offense. Do you feel like it's spreading out?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, Caleb obviously didn't have his best day today, and we felt like other guys were playing well. And sometimes it's not diabolical. You put a lineup out there, you give a guy a rest. And if that lineup starts playing really well, you play that lineup a little longer. I mean, it's not rocket science. So, there was no intent to sit Caleb for a long time. Just we subbed Deli in, and he's in with KJ and JB here, and we kind of rotated our bigs, and we played great. And these guys were managing the game, and I felt like the lead was holding steady and growing. So I'm going to ride that out.
Hell of a teammate, though. Hell of a teammate.
Yeah,
he supported us, when he, was on the bench, and I think that's the Caleb that everybody doesn't get to see. So credit to him.
He's a great dude.
Yeah. Coach, you've seen West Virginia with and without Tucker. How different are they without him?
Well, they're different. They're different. I mean, Tucker is. He's he's just, guys, if you have a guy that can make 30-foot shots, and just what he does really well, he really passes the ball, and he just understands stay switch situations and forcing you to make decisions defensively. And he's listen, he might not be the best athlete, but he's smart defensively, so he's just a really good player. I mean, they're different without him. I mean, I'm not going to say they're as good a team without him, but here's the deal: they've been winning. And so, their coach is doing great work, and he's putting them in the right positions, and he's been doing a great job managing games, picking matchups, and calling the right set, and he's been doing unbelievable, and then giving those guys confidence. Those guys have confidence to make big shots. And some of these guys might not be great shooters, but they're making big shots in big moments. So that's what great coaches do, and he's doing a heck of a job.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.